And turning now to our news segment, Newsline Prime, where we go beyond the headlines to provide in-depth analysis on the key issues shaping our nation and the world. Now, tomorrow, Thailand's parliament votes for a new prime minister. Anutin Charnvirakul, leader of the Bhumjaithai Party, is set to take the role at the head of a minority government with conditional backing from the People's Party. The transition raises pressing questions about political stability, governance, economic confidence, and Thailand's foreign relations. Newsline's Cholaphansa Narula speaks with political analyst Nattakorn Devakula for his insights on what lies ahead.
It's great to have Nattakorn joining us today, so let's get right into it. Nattakorn, the People's Party is pledged to back Anutin in tomorrow's vote, but given the backlash from their voters' base, could there still be a change of heart at the last minute? What strategies could be in play?
Well, at this moment, there's not going to be a change of heart because the idea was to prevent the return of General Prayut Chan-o-cha. If the People's Party is not joining in tomorrow to vote for anybody, basically what could have happened is that members of parliaments of the Bhumjaithai Party will have to try to vote for Kun Chaikasem Nitisiri. And more than likely that will fail because it will not garner enough votes from coalition member parties. And that would have led to a result whereby down the road, another political party would propose the name of General Prayut Chan-o-cha to return as prime minister. And then eventually Bhumjaithai will vote for him. So according to my sources, this is the idea. The idea is to make sure that at least Anutin Charnvirakul becomes prime minister, dissolve the house within 4 months, instead of allowing Prayut Chan-o-cha to return and then dissolving the house in a year and a half. That's basically the crux of it. That is what is going down tomorrow.
So Anutin becomes the prime minister and will be the leader of a minority government. What do you see as the key administrative challenges he may face in managing a caretaker government? And as you mentioned, expected to dissolve parliament within 4 months and then initiate constitutional reform.
I do have to say that this is the easiest job by any potential prime minister that we have ever had. He's going to have the freedom to appoint all of these outsiders who are, capable technocrats with good names. So he's going to be able to allow himself potentially about 10 to 14 ministers who are not politicians, who are technocrats who specializes in particular fields. So it would basically look like a government during a special situation after a coup d'etat. Basically, he will have the freedom to invite outsiders to join in. And this is basically as a result of the People's Party not joining the government by giving its politicians the opportunity to become ministers. So I would say if there's a Thai term for this, the Orange Party is very sport in doing this. They're allowing Anutin to have leeway in whatever he wants to do as long as he complies with the condition that within 4 months he does disappear and dissolve the house and then pave way for a referendum that could eventually pave way for a redrafting of the constitution. So it's going to be pretty easy, to be honest, for Anutin. And he's going to have the freedom to do what I just told you. So it's going to be much easier than what people believe.
I see. But then again, Anutin will have very little room to implement policies beyond stabilizing the government with this short runway. Will that increase the risks, the economic outlook, the international confidence, or perhaps foreign investment in Thailand?
Economically, most of the policies will remain in place, I believe, from the Bhumjaithai coalition government. For example, 20 baht across the board, payment fee for SkyTrains and underground railways, things of that type will probably remain the same. I honestly don't think there's going to be a negative impact on the economy. Basically, it will carry on from the current government. They will not pursue drastic changes, and then eventually it will lead to a dissolution of the House, and then you'll have more exciting economic policies after the next general election. So I don't view what is going to happen as a political crisis, but we do have a problem that is embedded within the Constitution. And that problem is the Constitutional Court, because the court has the ability to change a government at will, and it has done so twice already. And so more than likely, Thailand will need to solve this problem down the road. And in order to do that sustainably, it will probably has to lower the level of power of the Constitutional Court some way or somehow. Mm-hmm. That is really the only threat politically down the road within the structural constitutional system that we currently have. But I don't view the Anutin government as a problem, because in a way, during 4 months, you're not going to see major corruption scandals either. And so you're not going to see drastic policy changes. You're going to see stability. You're going to see the passage of the budget bill. So you're going to see routine things happen. But you'll see outsiders join the administration. So I'm quite optimistic about what's going to be happening, unless there is an intention to create some sort of a crisis after the dissolution, mm-hmm. right? Let's say like 5 months from now, there is like a major protest on the street. There is a crisis that is instigated in order to make sure that the Orange Party does not have the ability to come to power after the next election, then that will be a crisis. But at this moment, it's quite automatic, and I don't see anything else happening. It's kind of automatic at this point, unless there are additional factors that I'm not aware of.
Meanwhile, Thailand's relationship with Cambodia, how will it likely evolve under Anutin's leadership, especially in the wake of the recent border tensions?
There's a potential that Hun Sen, the leader of Cambodia, will be emboldened by what's happened. And if you look at recent movements along the border, he has called for major rallies of Cambodians mm-hmm. to come very close to the border on at least the Cambodian side, to instigate some clashes with local Thais, and also to instigate some potential clashes among soldiers of both sides. And I think former Prime Minister Hun Sen is emboldened to do something, because he feels that he is able to claim credit for his part in playing a role in ousting Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra. And I don't view this as a positive, honestly, and it's not about the new government coming in and its ability or inability to handle Cambodia. But it's really about the very fact that Hun Sen is a problem for Thailand. And he's been a problem for the Paetongtarn government, and he will continue probably to be a problem for the Anutin government. He feels that he can instigate major political shakeups in Thailand. He probably believes that he has single-handedly, created this government change that we have in the kingdom. And so because he believes that, he's likely to act out more to garner more attention within the next couple of months. So it won't be a piece of cake for the Anutin administration when it comes to Cambodia.
All right, Kun Nattakorn, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. Let's have this conversation again soon. As for now, goodbye. สวัสดีค่ะ. That was our political analyst, Momlu Nattakorn Devakula, sharing his perspective on Thailand's unfolding political transition. We'll continue to follow developments closely.